Earlier this month, a single lottery ticket worth more than $1 billion was won in Maine. After taxes, the lucky son of a gun will get to take a cash payment of, get this, $725 million. Well, sudden wealth is a blessing, but it doesn't come without a warning, as we'll hear from our guest. Let's welcome back Karyn Cavanaugh, Chief Investment Officer at Carolina's Wealth Management. Great to have you back. Happy New Year.
Thank you. Happy New Year.
How would you like to win that much money?
I would love it.
I would love just a fraction of it. That would be nice, wouldn't it?
It would be great, but
yes.
It's just not all unicorns and rainbows. There is a lot of emotional baggage that comes with it as well.
It certainly does. Let's talk about the things that we shouldn't do should we come into some money.
Well, we should not run through the streets screaming, I won lottery, and quit our job and buy a flashy new car. We should probably not tell anybody until we assemble a team in place that has our best interests in mind.
And what does that mean? What kind of a team are we talking about?
Well, I think you need a financial advisor, probably an accountant, and maybe even an attorney to help you establish a team that's going to help protect your assets, protect your interests.
And it's a good idea to kind of invite a few different people from different places just to keep everybody in check, right? Because you can hire an attorney, but maybe that attorney's not the most honest person.
Well, let's hope that the attorney is, but you know, if a financial advisor is a fiduciary and has to have your best interests in mind. And it's also helpful to have a team, because your worst enemy is probably going to be your friends and family, who all of a sudden are going to come out of the woodwork and say, hey, I really have a hard luck story. And that's going to create a lot of guilt and a lot of pressure, a lot of stress.
Right. And when we talk about sudden wealth syndrome, you do talk about guilt a bit, because it's not earned income. This is something that you've won or you've inherited.
Right.
So there's that guilt factor.
Right. Initially, I think there's shock, especially if you win something like the Mega Millions. But then there is that guilt and the anxiety of, what do I do with this money? And if you do something like quit your job, I mean, your identity is tied up with what you do. So you could kind of have a little bit of an identity crisis too. But you do have that guilt because you are so fortunate. And a lot of other people will also look at you with envy or jealousy and say, well, why did you have that good luck? And maybe you should share that good luck. And so therefore, it's going to create some pressure and some stress on people are going to want handouts. People are going to want, or even just your friends are not going to be able to do the things that you might want to do. You say, oh, Leela, let's do Girls Weekend in Miami. Oh, well, you know, I can't really afford it. So you might end up subsidizing your friends, or just feel like you just feel that divide between you and your old friends.
And that's why so many winners, or people who do come into this money, they blow through it so fast.
They do. There is a statistic out there that says that 70% of the lottery winners blow through it in 3 years. And that's actually not necessarily true, but there is a lot of pressure to go out there and maybe buy things that you don't need or you don't even really want. So that's why it's great to assemble a team like a financial advisor. That way also it helps deal with the pressure of people asking for handouts and say, hey, can you help me pay off my mortgage? You say, well, I have a team and they take care of all of the wealth, so I have to go through them. So it kind of puts a barrier up there. So that's a smart thing to do.
So besides assembling that team, what are some of the other things that people should do?
Well, you have to think about estate planning and budget planning, and just think about long-term plans of what you want this money to do, and not just take it day by day. Don't make any sudden decisions. Kind of take a moratorium on making any kind of decisions, and decide really how maybe you want to help somebody. Maybe you want charity, a charitable foundation. Maybe you want to do something else with this money. So I think it's just time to sit back and relax and think about it for a while before you actually do anything.
And there are some responsibilities that come with that kind of money, taxes and things like that.
The tax man is going to be a big part of it.
Certainly. Well, and especially in the case of a lottery ticket, they usually take almost half. So we know that money is already automatically going back to Uncle Sam before it ever comes into your hands, right?
Correct.
And what about inheritances? Because there's different ways in which those are doled out. If it's through life insurance proceeds, for instance, you do not pay taxes on that.
Right. A lot of it, depending on the size of the estate, is not taxable. But remember, if you inherit an IRA, you're going to have to pay taxes on that IRA, and you're going to have to withdraw all of it within 10 years. So that's going to change your taxable income. And just remember, if you're changing your taxable income, that can have repercussions in terms of child support or alimony or government eligibility for benefits. So that's another reason, a good reason to talk to a financial advisor.
Where is the safest place to keep your money? Is it under the mattress? Is it in the
No.
coffee can in
No,
your backyard?
no. Well, once you collect your money, then talk to your financial advisor about that, because we've seen a rise in interest rates, but that also means that safe U.S. Treasuries now 1 to 2 years are yielding over 4%. So there's safe places to put your money, but that's one thing that you need to talk about with your financial advisor. And also, as a recipient, if you win a large pool of money, there's going to be a lot of people that are looking at you for an investment scheme that might not be on the up and up. And there's going to be a lot of bad actors out there. There's going to be people that might want to file a frivolous lawsuit against you. I mean, so that's another reason to have a financial advisor.
Mom is the word,
Yes.
as they say. Keep your lips sealed, people.
Right, that's probably the most important thing, is don't broadcast from the rooftops that you won a big pile of money. So and get your team in place.
Best advice. I want to thank you so much, Karyn.
You're welcome. And I did get you a Mega Million for tonight.
You did
So it's
not.
not the 1.2, 1.3 billion. It's only 20 million. So it's like sofa change. But
you and I are going to talk after this if I win.
Good luck from
everybody.
Carolina's Wealth Management.
Thank you so much. What a treat, everybody. And if I win, I'm going to tell the wall. We're back after this.